Ready and lift.
It's November 7th, 1983.
Moscow's Red Square was a showcase today, the Soviet Union's Revolution Day parade. President Andropov did not attend, leading to speculation he may be seriously ill.
In fact, Andropov is just weeks from death, barely a year after taking office following the death of his predecessor, Leonid Brezhnev. The procession of ageing, ailing leaders has the Soviet Union on edge as American President Ronald Reagan ratchets up the Cold War rhetoric.
They are the focus of evil in the modern world.
The battle between good and evil rages on.
Reagan then reveals he's planning a space-based missile defense system, soon dubbed Star Wars, and Andropov calls that insane. America, too, is anxious, and the TV movie the day after brings to the nation's living rooms a harrowing preview of what a nuclear attack might look like.
This is not an exercise.
Roger, understand. Major Reinhardt, we have a massive attack against the U.S. ICBMs.
In September, tensions had risen further when the Soviets shot down what they believed was an American spy plane in prohibited airspace over an underground nuclear silo. A Korean Airlines passenger plane had strayed off course with 269 people on board.
Their deaths were the result of the Soviet Union violating every concept of human rights.
Just days later, a Russian nuclear early warning system showed an American intercontinental ballistic missile incoming. It was a false alarm, but it was just the kind of mistake that could have triggered a full-scale nuclear war.
Shall we play a game?
How about global thermonuclear war?
As moviegoers went to see the teen romance War Games at the multiplex, in November, a real-life war game was getting underway in Europe.
What the hell?
Its code name, Able Archer 1983, an annual military exercise aimed at testing NATO's nuclear forces. But some, including Andropov, a former head of the KGB, were convinced their enemies might try and use a war game to obscure preparations for a real attack. The Soviets responded to the Able Archer drill by preparing for the immediate use of their nuclear weapons. The Americans then had to decide if the Soviets were bluffing.
Give me the president on the horn.
Or were they about to launch an attack of their own?
What in the hell's happening here?
In the end, both sides decided not to escalate. Still, many experts believe 1983 ranks alongside the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 as the closest the world has come to all-out nuclear war.
Раз, два, три, четыре. Раз, два,